Do you want to leverage the power of Claude Skills in ChatGPT? In this video, I will explain how you can easily transfer a skill that has been created in Claude to ChatGPT and use the skill as a project. So let's get started. Yes, so you might know that in Claude today we can create skills, and skills are kind of specific capabilities that we can design to do specific activities, and they are very helpful because subsequently you can use them in all kinds of prompts. And here actually you see a prompt by which I've created a specific skill, namely a skill to translate numbers in a PDF into an Excel, more specifically numbers related to an earnings report. And I have a separate video that explains in detail how I have created the skill, so I will not focus on that, but just to briefly show you, in the end, the Claude will then create a skill for you that you can then kind of copy into the capabilities, and then you can start using it in Claude. However, the issue is a bit that these skills tend to be quite consuming in terms of tokens, and if you're in the low subscription tier, you might quickly run out of tokens using skills. So actually for me, for instance, it makes sense to transform these skills into something that I can use in ChatGPT. Now, how can you do that? Actually, what you need to do is then subsequently to ask Claude the following question: can you provide me with the underlying files that constitute this skill? Yeah, so a skill typically consists of a number of files, more specifically Markdown files with instructions and sometimes also some Python files. And in this case, actually, it was consisting of two different files. So indeed a Markdown file and then a Python file. And so now Claude allows me to download these files. So now I have simply downloaded these files and then I can use them in my ChatGPT environment. So now let's go to my ChatGPT environment to show you how you can use these files to actually rebuild the skill in ChatGPT. Yeah, so now I'm in my ChatGPT environment, and in ChatGPT you can nowadays create projects. And what I already did is I created what is called here an earnings report creator. And actually what I did here when creating this project, I added two files, namely the files that were created in Claude. So I just uploaded my two files here in a project. That's what you can easily do. And then actually I added some additional instructions. Now here I made it quite straightforward. So I just kind of highlighted again that in this project, I want to transform PDF earnings report into Excel documents. So that's what the kind of the context that I provide here in my project. And now we can start running prompts as we would do also in Claude. So let me briefly show you that. Yeah, so what I did now was I uploaded an earnings report, in this case, an earnings report from Amazon of Q3 of 2000. And now I simply mentioned, use the earnings to Excel skill to create an overview for the attached Q3 Amazon earnings. And I have enabled here an extended thinking model. My experience is that when you want that it relies on documents, it's always good to enable this thinking model. So that's what I did. And then it went into the documents of the project. And as a Claude skill, it then used that skill to create an Excel. Yeah? And this actually took some time. Yeah? So it took like 18 minutes. So it was quite time consuming. But in the end, it actually created here, as you can see already, a very nice Excel sheet with different sheets giving a very nice overview of the Q3 earnings of Amazon, as it would do if you would use the Claude skill in Claude itself. Yeah, so this is actually a way to transform skills created in Claude into ChatGPT. And at least in my case, that allows me to not be too concerned with all kinds of token limits that I'm facing in Claude, because in ChatGPT I have much more. So I hope this makes clear how you can kind of transform these skills from Claude to OpenAI.